back to Landscaping with Mr. Taylor. There are several practices that I would like you to consider for this assignment today. One of them could be of your place of residence. One of them could be of a free-form landscape that you would like to design for someone's house. It could be with one of these two samples that are posted on our learning log today, whichever fits you the best. So since I have these two designs in front of me, I'm going to kind of put my thoughts and ideas onto paper here, and you don't have to copy what I do. You can think about what you would want to see in a landscape. So here are two spec homes that I found off the internet and put in some walkways and driveways for you to consider, and then the rest of the property is up to you. They are bordered by a blue border, which is going to be the property line. Okay, put my name here, Mr. Taylor. And what do I want to see out here? Well, I'm thinking somewhere there has to be a sewer line. Somewhere also has to be electrical coming in and water. So I'm going to pretend that this is a place in town, and the water and the sewer enter the building right here. Excuse me. Water and sewer are entering the building over here. We have natural gas utility entering the building on this side. And electrical also is going to enter down here. Always call Digger's Hotline before you get started, and this is something you would have grabbed from a piece of information you would have grabbed by doing a site visit with the homeowners. So I just put them in places that they would typically be. So now let me think. We need something to pop and pizzazz out here in front. I like 3 clump birches, I really do. So I'm going to my favorite birch is the river birch. So we'll make this one a river birch. And I gotta break up these hard landscaping lines. So I'm going to draw a bed line like this. It's going to come all the way out, and I think I'm going to end it back here. That this is the front yard, and I want to put some type of little walkway bordered by some large shrubs and a gate. And this whole back side is going to be gated. Because I'm going to be putting a pool back there, and in town, pools have to be gated. And have a fence around them. And we really don't want people to have to see, so I'm going to put a large planting of emerald green arborvitae you can't see that from the road. And another thing I did not put on these designs, but you can do it for however you please, is to put a compass. Which way is north, south, east, west. So if east is to the right side of my paper, I am going to put a few little rose bushes back here. On the corner, I'm thinking like sun, so maybe an amelanchier. Shrub here. It's on the corner of their bathroom of this house. Grouping of perennials around the front. A massing of grass, taller grasses, to be along the back. And there's a front look out the window here. So I'm going to anchor out the front with a mass of color. And this homeowner, I'm making this up right now, but they love yellow. They just love it. So I'm going to put in here a mass planting of black-eyed Susans that comes out to the front. Now pull your eye out that way. Little tall grass here, and then around the sidewalk I'm thinking lower plants, maybe a foot and a half tall. And if this is black-eyed Susan, I love for this one to be sedum. I just love sedum, especially because they have a lot of winter interest as well. So I have a fall color, I have all summer color. I need some spring color. And why not have a pop of spring color with some Siberian iris. You can use the regular green leaves or the variegated kind. And I'm going to do some regular German bearded iris here. And to add a little bit of taller texture and some unity in this front part, I'm going to bring back my sedum for along the driveway. And if we have to along this front area, that can all be cut down in the wintertime, so it's easy to plow snow and not ruin any plants or have any shrubs that'll congregate snow right here by your walkway and driveway. In this middle section, a little bit of pop of interest. I'm thinking to bring my roses back. To kind of tie in from over here. Have that nice fragrance as you walk up to this house. So you have a pink in the fall mixed with some yellow, and you have a hot red, so this is nice hot colors right along the front that give you some pop. And this amelanchier will turn nice and red. White flowers in the spring, you got some purple flowers here in the spring, and then it switches over to hot colors as the season progresses. Along the side here, probably fit 3 medium-sized shrubs. And now this family really likes having birds and stuff around, And we have some nice beautiful texture on this side that I'm thinking these are going to be some glossy choke cherry. Nothing underneath them, just kind of a nice open, see that wispiness, and that'll work here on that far side. Now this is all the public side of this. I drew my bubble diagram, having a nice bubble over here. On the side profile along the house, we don't have to get overly crazy because there's not a whole lot going on, and let's just say this family has some kids, so they do want some regular grass to be able to play on. So I'm going to flare my landscape bed out 4 to 5 feet off this house. We have a sliding door, and we can have this little patio coming off of there that lines up to the grass. And then back over to our fence on the back side. Kind of create some repetition. That Ambulanchier here is really a pretty shrub. We'll put that off here again, and one off corner of the family room by the corner of the fence coming to the house. And we'll do one on this corner of the house, so we have it anchored on both sides. And I like to step stuff down, so I have a tall shrub in the corner planting. I want to bring her down a little bit. On this north side here, it doesn't get a whole lot of sun. I'm trying to think of some shrubs that would do really, really well over there, that are relatively simple to maintain and enjoy. Have some green. I have on each side of this corner planting another Arborvitae, like what we have over here, but the Holmstrup variety, one that's a little shorter. And then flowing in along the back, thinking deciduous shrubs that are simple to take care of. I really think they're extremely pretty plants. Something that flowers. I'm going to go with, it's fun trying to come up with this stuff as you design and go. I got the plants in. Now what shrub do I actually want to use? And we lost power. And the power's back on. Pretty windy outside tonight. I'm gonna go with some Spirea because that's simple. You just gotta cut them down. They flower, and the bees and stuff really like them. So this will be Spirea. And there's all different types of Spirea. So nitpicking which one I want to use right now is not going to be necessary at the moment until I really want to put all the different plant names on the design. This is just some ideas. As I move around, I really, this is still very shaded on this side. I do like different types of rhododendron and azalea. That's it, I'm going to switch up the Spirea. I'm going to put azalea in here. And I'm going to carry that on to this side. We can get oranges, reds, yellows, pinks, fuchsia colors, all different kinds, and this can just be a nice beautiful spring pop of color on this side of the house, and they can enjoy that out their back family room in the springtime. These little shrubs are very hardy. They can take a beating, especially when kids and stuff want to be playing around out here. All the way down the west side, I'm going to do all different types of perennials. Grouping of wispy grasses along the garage here. They have a door that comes out, and I want to place another arborvitae on each side of that door home strip, so it's only gets about as tall as us. And then between this garage door and an exit way from the laundry room, I'm thinking about putting all different types of perennials in here. So I'm going to leave that open for just a little bit yet. Here, on the west side of the house, family absolutely loves all those hot colors. So I'm going to do some more coneflower on this side. At least they'll get a lot of afternoon sun. We can choose white, we can choose all the different sky colors, pinks, yellows, you name it. We can blend them all in there for a few hot colors on that side. We can mimic that a little bit on this side of that sliding door. Coming down in here. Using another mass planting of grass. Have some height difference, and then I'm going to bring back the sedum to flow on this side to match the other side of the design. Back here is going to be our pool. We have a hot tub here. That is then going to flow diving board, going down to the deep end, planting on here. Everything on the inside of this is going to be some type of patio block or stained concrete all the way around. Okay. On this side we need some plants that aren't going to be too hard to take care of, aren't going to lose tons of leaves that fly into their pool. So we have to be very considerate of that. If you haven't noticed yet, I really do like grasses. And on this corner one, I'm thinking of an interest type of topiary. evergreen to be kind of an interesting focal point to pull you around the pool. Now all the way along in here, I need to develop some type of plant scheme that is going to not have a whole lot of leaves and issues that fly into this pool. So I'm thinking a lot more evergreen type plants. Even though the evergreens, their needles or scales are all biennial, so after 2 years they do fall. And there are some very columnar type junipers. I'm going to put one deciduous one back here, just a couple leaves here and there. Also, if it's a little prickly, it'll keep the people from getting a little too crazy, as they should be walking around the pool and not running. I absolutely love the smell of bridal wreath, Spirea. Do 3 of them out here to have some spring interest. And white flowers. And then these are all going to be conglomerations of, this is the north side, so these are going to be more shade loving plants. So we can, and it kind of look like a little bit of a beachy theme. We can have a hosta garden with some different ferns and palmaria. Along the back side here we'll catch a little bit more sun, so we have to know that's going to be a little warmer on the back side. So I'm just going to mix a whole bunch of sun-loving perennials and bring that hot colors that we see in the front of the house in the summer and have these all back here again. And you can do some different artwork on the wall and have trellising in the middle. In the trellising we could pick out different types of hot colored clematis. Okay, that's my rough design. Now I would go back over it and actually really start putting all the different circles and the plant names over it, but it's a real basic, quick design of what my thought process is. So your job is to come up with a design also. A real rough estimate to get yourself going. What types of plants would you like to see? And if you don't know what any of the plants are, this is a great time to start learning what types of shrubs, perennials, trees are native to our area and can handle the cold winters. So if you need to look online, feel free to do that. If you need to ask another adult, you can do that. I'll have a few different presentations that go out next week that'll have different names of plants to get to know. Otherwise, I just like looking at some of our local garden centers' websites and seeing what is out there, what might spike my interest. And you can Google perennials for Wisconsin, you can Google shrubs for Wisconsin, trees in Wisconsin, and come up with all different types of ideas for what you might like. So please have this done by Friday, and you can submit that to my email or to the high school office. And have a great day.